Here we are. Born to be kings.
Are we starting?
Is
this it?
We're the princes of the podcast diverse.
Is this one on?
Yeah, that one's ready. That was going.
You never told me that one was recording.
Yeah. Should I have? I'm
this
sorry.
Whole time.
You didn't say anything incriminating.
Got to DIY. Oh, baby, you know why. Well, if you got the time, I'm gonna give it a try. But before you start, we got advice for you all. If you got to hammer, then you got to saw. Baby, please, don't look out that wall. Don't look out that wall. Please do not look out that wall. Really bad idea.
So hello.
Welcome back. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Like you were struggling. Yeah.
Let's try to get a running start.
Yes. All right, back at it. Day number 3 with the bathroom remodel.
Yes.
Correct?
That is correct. We have talked about it, we've looked at it, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the moments you've all been waiting for, this is the budget meeting.
Woo! Talking money. Yes. Let's get on the glasses. And we need right?
I need a glass.
Glasses?
Yeah. It's a
Glasses? Yeah.
thick
Yeah.
bottle, Coke bottle glasses, pocket protector,
Yeah.
and a lunchbox with bologna and cheese. That actually sounds pretty good, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went through and well, first of all, welcome to our podcast. It's called Don't Knock Out That Wall. I am Matt,
Oh, hey guys, I'm Brandon.
and if you're just joining us for the first time, this is the one you need to see because we are doing the dirty work.
Yes, we are. I mean, we're going through everything. Like, this is not just talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
This is we're talking about it and then doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be putting his money where our mouths are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, somebody's got to foot the bill.
Yeah. That is not me.
Yeah. Well, I think this, in my own opinion, I think this is a manageable project, at least as far as the budget goes.
Yeah.
And but we've talked about it over and over again. And if you I'm speaking to those who may not have seen this before. Budget is one of the most important things when you're talking about a project because you don't want to just go in blind and because then you're gonna start accruing debt you don't need. And you might even waste some of your own time, and time is money.
Exactly. Sorry.
We have our first in-person viewers
Quick doing that.
today. Well, yeah. She's been a part of the audience before, but I wasn't here.
Yeah. Anyway, she wants to play. Go. Okay.
She's good, though.
She is. She just wants to play now, and my wife is not around to help play with her and distract her. So she does not realize that we're working at the moment. Anyway.
Now she's going to come play with me.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's talk about, I think, to start with, if you're down, I think I'd like to show everyone your amazing budget that you drew up for us initially.
Absolutely.
And we can go over that. Because I don't know if Brandon, I don't know if you guys know, Brandon does not like plumbing, but he does really, really like numbers and budgeting. So
I do. My degree is in accounting.
Yeah.
I love spreadsheets.
Uh-huh.
The nerd thing is me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got glasses that I don't wear. I've never had a pocket protector. But the cheese and bologna sandwiches, that's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Okay, so let me share my screen. And this is a spreadsheet that I came up with. So this is kind of this is a pretty basic model.
Mm-hmm.
So on the left column over here, you're going to have everything that you may need.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be anything from. This is why a budget, especially written down, is so important. Whether it's Excel spreadsheet or just on a notepad or saved in was a Google Drive.
Mhm.
Is that what you have? So
Mhm.
we're going to look at that one
Yeah.
later.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. There's multiple different options that you can do, but you want to make sure that you have everything written down.
Right.
And that goes not just, you're doing a bathroom remodel, so it's not just tubs around, light fixtures, and paint, because that's only a very small portion of it.
Right.
You
That's
want-
just a first glance.
Yeah, you want anything and everything, like tool rentals. I mean, you can see down here, we're replacing some drywall. So with the drywall, you've got to have drywall screws. You've got to have the tape to tape the seams. You've got to have the mud. If you need, I don't even have like drywall sanding blocks, but I know I've got tons of those. So like things like that, if you have
Right.
it around the house, go ahead and repurpose. If not, it needs to be on here. And this is going to be anything and everything that you could use possibly. We've got 3 different main parts. So this is the minimum, this section right here that I have.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a
Can you zoom it in a little bit?
bare minimum. Sure.
I'm following along on my little sheet here, but yeah, that looks great.
Is that
yeah.
better?
Yeah.
Cool. Bare minimum, these are the things that have to happen to have your remodel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you pull out a tub surround and put one in, you've got to buy a tub surround.
Mm-hmm.
Just the things that you have to have.
Yep.
The middle one is going to be probably the more than likely. When you get in there, you're going to have some things that are going to break or things that are going to be old that just need to be replaced. And the best thing to do is just kind of go through the whole process of taking everything out and then putting it back together in your mind
Right.
and writing down everything that you might need for
Mhm.
every little piece.
Right.
And then I've got a third one, the max. That's going to be kind of like not really your dream bathroom, but if you wanted to splurge, if you wanted to go kind of high end or upgrade some things you didn't know of, this is where you would put that in.
Right.
And down at the bottom, like this, so we've got the amount of each, like a tub surround top thing. This is a 3-piece tub surround. You can buy it as a 3-piece.
Right.
You only need one because you're only doing one tub. It's the same thing with all 3 of these. And the price, when I looked at it, I just went to homedepot.com and searched all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of my go-to if you have a go-to place, another big box store or smaller store or whatever.
Yeah.
You can find out, it's a good ballpark of the price per item. And then you have the total for all of them. Let's go down here like to baseboards. So depending on if you just do the baseboards at the bare minimum, you'll have maybe 20 feet. More than likely you're going to have 25 because you're going to have like miscuts, scrap pieces. There's probably a little bit that, I don't know, you just, maybe you think, this is where I have problems with like baseboards and crown molding,
Yeah.
is I go literally linear feet for it,
Right.
which is nice, but when you actually do it, you've got a 3-foot wall, and if it's linear feet, because you've made so many cuts, really it has like 3 different cut pieces on that 3-foot wall, and
Okay.
it just looks bad. And you're
Yeah.
like, okay, if I got another stick, this full wall would be just one piece. It'd be easier, it'd look better. So I have trouble with that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
those
see
are the
what
kind of
you-
things you need to look at. Like, yeah, linear feet is how much you need. However, you don't want that many joints
Mhm.
in the middle of all that stuff.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, that makes sense, yeah.
it seems like it does. Hopefully I'm explaining that correctly.
Because I mean, like that is the raw data that you're looking at. You need this many feet, but that is just more zoomed out. You're not taking into account all the nooks and crannies.
Exactly.
Because unless you live in a weird space alien house, there's plenty of corners in bathrooms. And you're not going to be in an oval bathroom.
You're not going to be oval. Depending on how big the oval, I don't know if they support you. Like, bend them.
Yeah, okay. See, that's another complication there.
We gotta go there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the amount per foot, and this 3 1/4 inch, that's the thickness of the baseboards.
Mm-hmm.
And they have 3 1/4 inch, they have 4 inch, they have 6 inch. They have decorative baseboards, so it just kind of depends on the style you want.
Right.
This 3 1/4, I think this is just kind of like the standard, what almost everybody uses, kind of a thing.
You're talking about the thickness of the board, right?
How much it goes up the wall.
Oh, okay. So that's the 3 1/4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And per foot, if you get that same baseboard, it's not going to change. However, between the bare minimum, I've got 20 feet here, but more than likely you're going to have cuts here and there, so you're going to go 25 feet.
Right.
The max, if you wanted to, I could do like a separate column or a separate row over here and say, I want a more decorative baseboard, and create a different one that says, if I want to make this look even better, I'm probably going to have the same footage of baseboard. However, it's going to be a little bit more expensive per foot because I'm doing more decorative.
Right.
So kind of keep that in mind when you're doing that. But anyway, this is kind of how I imagine doing everything.
Yeah.
And you scroll down, and of course you can see at the bottom this minimum column and this average column don't have it, because this is going to be your max if you're going to like replace floors, get a really good shower head. Now, more than likely you can get a fixture combo that has the shower head and the knobs and everything all together.
Yeah.
Sometimes those shower heads are okay. Sometimes you want something a little more, maybe it has a massager, maybe it has like a handle that comes off and you want to spend a little bit more money. So get a better shower head. This is here. Again, this is replacing your flooring. So there's tile going in. If you're going to do tile, you're going to have tile, mortar, grout. You're probably going to rent a tool to cut the tile. I have one, so I didn't put it in here. But anyway, so that's kind of where this last area is, to make it, I don't know, to spend more of your money.
Right.
And then you've got the subtotal of all of those items. You've got the 10% rule. You need to add 10% to your budget. That's one thing that you've got to add to it, because you're going to have overages here and there.
Right. You can't predict everything.
Exactly, like the baseboard thing. I think you're going to have 25 feet. Maybe we'll look into it, and you want to put baseboards in your closet, since we're opening that door to make it flow through, so let's buy some more of that.
Right.
Or any reason, you're just going to go over some things.
Yeah.
And also do tax. Tax is a big thing that a lot of people don't really realize, that they just go by the amount that it's there.
Right.
Also, sometimes they'll just round up to like the next dollar, the next couple dollars, and that's always bad. The more items you have, the more inaccurate your budget is
Exactly.
going to be.
Yeah.
So as you can see throughout this budget, I've got a lot of things that go to the penny. And I do that on purpose, because I want this subtotal to be as accurate as possible. That way when I add the normal 10% overage, the tax that we have, like, I can get as clear of a budget as I can.
Right.
And I'm not going to be sticker shocked when I actually go to buy everything. And then you've got the total of everything. So that's all the materials, overages that you might have, and tax. And that's how I do it.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you're new to making budgets, I recommend you do it this way, not only because you get a sense of what you're paying for, especially when you know, like you said, we're going to factor in the tax as well, and the 10% rule, which is important. But also, just I'm I'm an advocate for using your imagination, because for one thing, when you're doing that, you might think of something you didn't think of already, and you can add that to the budget. But secondly, like I really like the third column you have here, the max, right? Because that gets you to stretch your vision at least. If that's not going to be your goal, it's still fun, you know. I mean, I'm not going to retile, but at least just to see and to compare what they are. I think it's good. I really do.
Exactly. Now you can know that if that middle budget is like, wow, I didn't know it was going to be that much or that small of an amount.
Yeah.
I can actually go ahead and tile this for not a whole lot more than my original thought. Let's
Right.
go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
And another thing is, speaking of getting like upgraded shower heads or faucets and things like that, once you start it, it kind of snowballs.
Mm-hmm.
So once you upgrade, like if you change, let's say everything in there is chrome, and you want to change everything to like that stainless or
Like
black or
brush
gold
nickel
or brush
or- yeah.
nickel. Like if you want to change one thing, you need to be consistent with it. So you got to change everything.
Yeah.
And so it snowballs. And that's kind of where not only that 10% rule is, but that max column is too, that helps do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I thought about last night too, because we have the fixtures of the sink that are going to stay the same, and those are chrome. So now I have to make sure that the things that I purchase that I did want to replace are going to match that.
Exactly.
And I just realized too, which is another thing that we'll have to address, is that the two towel holders we have and the toilet paper holder, they're black.
Okay. So a lot of people, there's back and forth with this.
Yeah.
Some people want everything the same. Some are okay with mixing and matching
Yeah.
styles like that. And I think like a brush nickel and a chrome, they just clash.
Yeah.
Like something like that with gold or things like that, they can clash. But if you get black, I think it really goes with all three of them.
Okay.
The gold, the chrome.
Yeah.
I mean, like some fixtures, I'm trying to think, like in ours, we have the brush nickel faucets, and our light fixtures above the sinks are brush nickel. However, the hardware and the towel holder and toilet paper holder are all black.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
none of that bothers me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Those are the things that are livable too. It's like I don't have to change those now. I've wanted to for a while just because I don't really like them,
Yeah.
but they're not a have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's things like that that are easy to replace that you can go down the line. You
Mm-hmm.
can say, okay, I think right now black is going to match everything okay. Let's look at it, live with it, and see how it goes.
Right.
And then if it needs to be replaced down the line, that's something else that you can do
Yeah.
a little bit further down. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and share my screen, and then we can. You can see the numbers that I have. We can plug those numbers into your sheet.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. If you're just listening, hit us up on YouTube because this is being recorded.
Yes.
If you see this on YouTube and you're like, man, I've got to go, but I want to continue listening to everything, check it out on a podcast. We're wherever podcasts are available.
Exactly. Nice plug.
Thanks. Okay, so this is basically Excel, but Google Docs, or it's Excel on Google Docs?
Well, I guess it's an Excel sheet. I guess that's what it's called specifically.
Awesome.
But you know what's fun is that it uses a lot of the same like formulas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy writing little formulas and stuff in Excel.
Yeah.
That's kind of what really gets me when I figure out, You know, I mean, at first you figure you learn how to do like the sum of an entire column. You know, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, and then
It's a really smart program.
yeah. So this is what I have. So this is our surround number 1. Now, this one is $439, but this is one I like the most because it's got this cool niche, like
Oh, nice.
yeah. So it's direct to stud, just like we were looking for, and then it's just got that big shelf in the middle, you know. And of course, it says it's easy to, so you can see it better there. Yeah, it goes all the way across. And a cool thing about it, one of their grabs is that if you want to, you can tile it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool too.
Does it have the look of? It looks like it has the look of.
Yeah, it already looks like subway tile,
Yeah.
which is cool too.
You can put a pop of color in there.
Yeah, if you so choose. So that's number 1.
Like it.
Number 2. Now I went with this one because of the practicalness. There were a couple that I looked at, and I don't know if it sounded too hypocritical when I say that I didn't want one of them because there were too many nooks and crannies and surfaces to clean.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, when you look at this, it looks like the same thing. However, to me, this one is better because these corners here are customizable. It comes with these shelves, they're removable.
Oh.
So you can put it shelves and little baskets and stuff however you want to. So that to me was pretty cool. So it's between the two, and this one's the cheaper one. This one is $259.
59.
Yeah.
Which one does the wife like?
I think she liked both of them.
Yeah.
She trusts me.
The more expensive one looks more modern. Like
Yeah.
it looks like they are nowadays. If you were gonna completely redo it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm going for a modern look, but, I mean, will it matter too much? I mean, that's what I'm leaning towards. I'll be honest with you. I think that's the one I want the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we just have to decide, do we want to spend that extra $200?
Right.
What do you think? What would you do?
Okay. I think $200. You could probably find it somewhere to save. And it depends on what your original budget is.
Yeah.
Like, what was your ballpark for it? Or do you guys have a clue?
Well, I was picturing in my head around $350, which was like how much we were going to pay for a tub surround.
Like the whole thing.
Oh yeah, we didn't really ballpark it yet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's even better. So $200, you're like, yeah, it's just part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how much they cost.
Yeah. Now this is why I'm here with you, because this is us formulating that budget, because I didn't really have anything in my head
Yeah.
yet.
So the next thing is the shower head.
Yes. So the two that I looked at, one specifically was like you just mentioned. It is just a shower. Now I did like the one. I was going for the ones that actually do include the valve.
Oh, that's good. Usually, if they are the whole kit, the shower head's not really that updated.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty standard. I mean, it's not a bad shower head, but it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty standard. Or one of the tips that I've heard that really resonated with me in flipping houses is make sure you get a good shower head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's always like, I guess because the woman always buys the house and they love a good shower head.
Yeah.
So it's always like just ingrained in me. It's always better to go ahead and upgrade that shower head and make it nice.
Right. So here's my question then. So are you saying that you've heard the ones that come with the valve, the shower head is not as good, and you would then need to probably upgrade it, or does it just depend? This one's a Delta, I think.
More than likely, you usually don't see a shower head like this that comes with the kit.
Oh, okay.
Has the knob at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
and a shower head that's a huge shower head with a wand. Like usually if you do a kit that has that, it's just a small like 4-inch shower head, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of common.
That's the one that when I got the one for the guest bathroom, and that's how it came. I just bought it. Came with the spout and just the shower head,
Mhm.
but it came with the valve.
Yeah.
So that was one. I mean, I like the design, but I did want to have the spout because my wife likes to take baths.
Mm-hmm.
See, this one's actually. Is this one? I guess this one's pretty much the same as the one we were just looking at, but it has the tub spout.
Okay. And how much was that one?
This one is $215.
$215. Okay.
Yeah.
So mine was somewhere between like 120 and 180.
Yeah. It took me a minute to find this because most of the ones that are bathtub sets, it's just the shower head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I found this one and I liked it. It's a little more than what I got last time.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that one. Plus the wand helps because it helps like cleaning out the shower and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes I forget that too because like maybe I just forget. Like I'm taking a shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like say like I something washes off of me like a piece of dirt or something, you know, I've been working hard or whatever. And so I just kind of like try to like kick water towards it and then I'm like, idiot, you can grab the wand and but by the time I'm finished, like I always forget. I don't know.
Or you clean the shower and you like have a cup and you like pour it in there and take the cup and push on it like, I have a wand. Why don't I just take the wand out? And
my other one, do you do the thing where you fill up the cup and then you like hold it against the side and just sort of like slowly let it out?
No, I don't slow anything. I want a whole lot of water in there. I want a big cup and I want to splash it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the pickle method right there. So that's an old school shower cleaning method.
I'm not against that method. That method works.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay, so those are the two things for me. Let's go back to my.
And also, another thing that I did when I was doing the budget is when you go into Home Depot, it's got the option of choosing only what's in stock.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
what I did.
Mhm.
Just to, I don't know how, like with everything going on right now, I don't know how long things are going to be in back order. And
Right.
if they can get more or, you know, the timing of everything. So I just went ahead and checked that. Plus it gives me a whole lot less options to choose from. So it's easier.
You know, there's an advantage to that. Well, that's actually what I'm going to get to next. We were talking about this before we started, but I'm going to share it with the folks because the next thing I looked up, and I feel like I've spent way too much time looking at this, and not that I wanted to, but that this isn't my experience so far. I've done this before when I did the other bathroom. I feel like I looked at 6,000. And I'm kind of exaggerating. 6,000 different light fixtures, right? Because like I had like a stipulation of like one with 3 lights. You know, this is for the other one. One that go over the mirror, right? And we looked at so many. Because then you'll go to Home Depot, and you'll be there with your wife or your husband or whoever, and you'll be like, you know, I kind of like this one, but I don't really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're like, well, let's see what they got online.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you got Home Depot, of everything that they've got.
Mhm.
Lowe's, everything that they've got. Other places, everything that, like Wayfair, Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've hit and miss on Amazon.
Yeah. I think that one of the fixtures I have outside I got from Amazon, but it's turned out pretty good.
I've gotten some good ones and some that just the way that they're made, they're so light
Mhm.
and just seem frail.
The LED lights that I bought from Amazon, I don't like.
Really?
Yeah. They started out good, but then they started malfunctioning in weird ways.
Yeah.
So this is, sticking with Chrome, this is the light fixture that I stuck with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wife approved.
It's very space age.
Yeah. She brought it to my attention too, because I'm not exclusively a Home Depot guy, but I'm close because, you know, especially when you have so many choices, I mean, that just compounds it. If you're going to have 50 million choices on one website, then you're going to go up to another website. You're going to see a lot of the same stuff, especially if you're talking big box. So she was like, well, we need to, you know, this fixture right here on the sink is Chrome, so you need to make sure that the lights match that. And I was like, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I put that in the search, and it turns out I already had that saved to another list. And so I found that, and I was like, you know what? I like this. So we're going with this. So we're going to get 2 of these, one over each sink.
And these are LED,
Mhm.
so it's got, I'm guessing, the LED like light bar already installed in it,
Yeah.
which is good because light bulbs suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like finding the right light bulb, because the bases, there's like three different bases now
Yeah,
that they've
yeah.
come out with, and then you've got the brightness.
Have we talked about this on the show? The conundrum I had with trying to find a bulb for the ceiling fan that's in my guest room?
I don't know if we have.
Yeah. I didn't have one, and then I was looking all over the internet, and it's like, maybe it's just that company made that size or something like that. They're like, well, you could buy an adapter. I'm like,
Well, that's stupid.
okay.
Yeah. Bulbs are interesting.
I mean, LED is the wave of the future for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, we're getting 2 of those. And for funsies, I did find just a $12 LED light fixture for the closet.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, just one that fits flush with the ceiling. I was trying to decide where I wanted to put it, but we can decide that later. I was just brainstorming, but yeah, it's
You don't have a light fixture in the closet right now, do you?
right. So we'd have to wire it, but that's the one. I mean, they all kind of look the same,
Yeah.
you know. In fact, I think I have one of these already because I recognize that box, the little junction box.
So once I have those junction boxes, I really like them.
Yeah.
They're just easy to install.
Mm-hmm.
They're easy to wire up.
Did we talk about? I need to ask you something. Did we talk about, speaking of doing electrical work? So you can buy wire nuts, which most people use wire nuts, but you can also buy the little things that you plug the wire into.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know this, but apparently some people really, really, really don't like them.
Some people really don't like them.
Yeah.
I have not brought those to the attention of an electrician. I've never used them.
Yeah.
I don't know. They seem really easy to use.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I asked a guy at work who's just been doing all our electrical work in our remodel. And he's like, yeah, I hate them.
why?
I guess some of them have it depend. I guess if there's a lot of something moving around, they have a tendency maybe to come apart.
Yeah.
Whereas the wire nuts don't come apart as easily. I don't know. It was a convenience thing to me, you know.
And 2, it may be a difference between sometimes wire nuts, like you've got to get the right size and
Mhm.
you've got to get the wires like all even when the wire nut slides on the wires.
Yeah.
And then you got to make sure all of them are like
Uh-huh.
in there. So I don't know. I've twisted many wire nuts and been like, sweet, and then like try to push it back in the box and
And
it
then-
all comes apart.
yeah.
Yeah, it just comes
Just one lone wire just slips
Yeah,
out.
it's horrible. And And it's like spun around. Like it's been spun around. Like,
Yeah.
How'd you come apart?
Okay, well yeah, I guess it's just a preference thing because I like them and to me, in situations a lot like that, especially if I'm dealing with a bunch of wires,
Yeah.
you know,
They look very convenient. I've never used them though. So.
yeah. I guess I'm probably about 50-50 right now, as far as like what I have in my house.
Yeah.
You know, some of the rewiring stuff that I did, some like lights and stuff I used them,
Mm-hmm.
but also some of them I just was able to just reuse.
Yeah.
Some of the wire nuts are already in there, so okay. This has been What Do You Prefer with Brandon and Matt. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Yeah, so that's the little guy, and you know, Brandon's talked about these before. I really enjoy them as well. I installed one of these for my stepmom in her closet in her house. I put a brand new one over the shower in our guest bathroom. I replaced the regular hanging down light in our master closet with one of these. Because to me, especially if you have low ceilings like I do, I want something that's going to be flush and it's not going to accidentally get clocked by whatever crap I'm moving around.
Exactly.
I'm a big guy, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a chance that something's going to hang down and maybe hit me in the head, I'm going to get rid of it.
And closet lights too. Most of them that you see is a single light bulb with the glass piece that goes over it.
Yeah.
And what I'm seeing a lot recently as a real estate agent is home inspectors flagging those because closets usually have shelves that go up to the top. So when you try to put something at the top or
Yeah.
take it down, you're going to hit that glass light and shatter it, and it's going to go all over you.
100%, yeah.
And so a lot of them are like, they don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a great alternative. It's LED, so you don't have to worry about the bulbs or anything like that.
Yep.
It's flush with the ceiling, so
Hooking them up, like we said, it's got that little junction box. You have to have a junction box if you're hooking something up. So it's nice. It's all contained in there. A lot of them have, I mean, the method that you hook it in is those little wire push things. So you just take your wires, click, click, close it up, boom.
And two, the wire, if you're replacing the fixture anyway, it's got bare wires coming straight to the fixture.
Yeah.
So those wires, you just take the same thing and put it in this silver junction box, and then throw that junction box up into your attic. You may want to check code if you're that kind of person, because junction boxes are supposed to be, some of them they want you to secure them to the joist. Some of them they have to be for sure like where you can access them in the attic, so you can't just like put them in the insulation.
I'm wondering.
So you can just throw it in that hole.
You know, I haven't spent time scouring the directions to any of these, so I don't know exactly what their policy is. I feel like that is, I don't know. I haven't seen anything to tell me otherwise that it's good. I mean, I feel like it's safe, but I could be wrong.
And I've used these in multiple flip houses personally. Yeah. I have not made it a number one priority to put them above the joists or have them where they are, and they've never been flagged before.
That cable's not that long. It's not like you have all that much wiggle room anyway.
But it is technically a junction box, so go to your code. Comply with your code. Don't burn your house down.
Well, don't do that, for sure.
But these are really easy to do.
We almost called this podcast Don't Burn Your House Down, but it's a little more, harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. That's more electricity.
Yeah. I think it might throw people off if somebody's like, "Don't burn your house down." Is this a safety podcast? No, it's a DIY podcast, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, true.
So,
knocking down the wall. That's not really, is it a safety podcast?
Right.
Let's knock down some
It's-
walls.
So there's a lane.
Yeah.
We have found the lane.
Like, no, I want to knock it down. What are you doing?
No! Okay.
Joanna told me I can knock down the wall.
Oh, well, yeah.
This is where we come in. And
Yeah. Can you imagine down the line if we got some sort of like beef with the Gaineses?
They come and shut us down. They have a lot more money than we do.
Yeah, they do.
They can do that pretty easy. However, I feel like we're on their side because they're professionals and they know which wall to knock down.
Exactly.
We're trying to prevent the normal DIYer to see that they just knock down walls and
then just go swinging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't go swinging. You have to. They know what they're doing. They're professionals. They get engineers to know that the wall can't be.
They just don't have time to show you all that in the show because it's only 20 minutes long.
Yeah, and we want to see the pretty stuff.
Yeah. We want to see Chip covered in dirt, waist deep in a crawl space, talking about how this, we're just gonna have to take it out, babe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, that's more fun.
it's more fun. Cool. All right, back to this.
Back to this.
Let's go back to your budget. What else do you have? Was that the last thing that you had?
Those are the main things that I looked at
Okay.
for my budget.
Well, there you go. So I just updated this, and we have doubled your budget. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got expensive taste. No, but I mean, I hadn't specified before that I do want to change. I think it'd just be easier to change the whole assembly as far as like the fixtures for the bathtub,
Mhm. Yeah.
Because you were talking about retrofitting and stuff like that, and
That's another thing when you retrofitting is horrible. So
yeah.
when you find the hard, y'all quit. Y'all ridiculous.
They don't like retrofitting either. It's a trigger word.
So retrofitting. Yeah, I don't even know where. Yeah, hardware.
Yes. Is that something like? What do you normally have to encounter? Or what do you encounter? Like, have you done that a lot? Trying to
The shower head itself is really easy
right.
because it's pretty much the same piping. It's the same thread diameter.
Mm-hmm.
You've got that little small angled pipe that goes into your wall that is threaded back there. So
Mhm.
usually if you need to replace that, you can just unscrew it.
Yeah.
And the shower head hopefully comes with a new one. It might not, so you may need to buy that. So that's where your 10% increase comes in.
Yeah.
And that just screws on, and then any shower head screws on to that pipe. Shower head replacements are really pretty easy. It's the faucet, the knob, the spout coming out. All of those, for some reason, are just, I don't know, different sizes.
Mhm.
And when something about the inside, I've run into this where if you go clockwise, it's supposed to turn it on, and counterclockwise, it's supposed to turn it off, or vice versa. And whenever you buy something, it's the opposite.
Mm.
So then you've got to somehow take apart the mechanisms inside the pipe, inside all of that.
Oh man.
It can be a mess. And it's just multiple trips to the hardware store.
Yeah.
I have, for sure, I am now, every time I take anything off of the shower, I keep it. Flipping a house, I don't throw it away.
Yeah.
I keep it until the end, until I know for sure that I can buy something else that can replace it.
Right.
Just in case.
I forgot to price that. Did you? Is this on here? You did the drain assembly.
Yes, it's up at the top. Tub drain, $25.
Okay, yeah.
Are we doing the pipe to that too, or is it just the drain and the overflow?
Yeah, whatever the little elbow is. Let's see.
The whole assembly?
Yeah. Online shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing on the left.
So is it going to be this whole assembly right here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
Is that a
Uh,
which one is it? Are there any of them that are the push close the
at the bottom?
yeah the drain itself?
So the drain itself, it looks like they have a couple of different ones. There's one that, yeah, like this one right here. Yes, no?
Yeah, that's I think what we used to have. Are there any that's like the click push?
Oh, those ones.
Are they more expensive?
Yes, they will be. I wonder if tub drains come in that.
Oh, maybe they don't.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
It's the sink drains that. Touch tub? There it is. That guy.
Yeah.
That kind of looks like it. Where you just push the top.
Yeah. We do need a whole assembly though. I can skip it. I don't really need it though. That other one's fine.
This is just what's in stock. So
Oh, okay.
maybe something like that.
Ooh, that's
That looks like it.
yeah. That looks fancy.
It does look fancy. That's what you need. Toe touch bathtub drain stopper. I would have to look and see. Because you want something that you don't have to like turn and push or.
Yeah, I was just curious. It's not really that huge of a deal. To be
I
honest.
think the biggest thing because you're talking about the sink drain that pushes.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing with that is it alleviates that.
The thing in the middle.
That pusher up or down.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to do that. I think in the other bathroom we just have the regular one.
That might be it.
Oh, well, what is that?
Just pushes down. That was the same price as the others.
Oh, maybe that's what we need then.
Easy touch.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Without seeing reviews, I don't know, but I'll say that's it. I like that one.
Cool. Easy touch.
32.
Touching easy.
I'm sad it's not the $99 one.
You trying to?
Now I understand where my dad comes from. Because every time he helps me with a project, he's like, yeah, let's go to the store, let's spend your money. He gets excited about it. Now I get it.
It is more fun to spend other people's money.
Now,
That's how I spent most of my childhood.
yeah. The whole time I'm like, you're a frugal guy. What are you doing? He's like, yeah, it's not my money. Don't worry about it. All right. Anyway, so that still brings like midway. So you're for sure not doing new tile?
No, we're gonna leave the floor for now. I did find some more tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Those we had some extra ones of the peel and stick, so we'll have some extra ones to make up for that area that's going to be exposed when we take the door frame out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
So
bunch.
So you're keeping your current, right? Your current floor tile?
Yeah.
And you found some that you already have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in the mid section that I had, I was replacing the peeling stick.
Oh, okay.
Don't need that anymore.
Yeah, we have quite a few. We don't need that many. I found 2 really good ones and I think a couple more. Oh yeah. We'll be good. I mean, you know, it's interesting. I looked at the box that they came in, and they have a warranty on them or something like that. They're actually, I mean, pretty durable. You know.
Oh, wow.
You know, I think it, and it really kind of works for our purpose anyway. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. That works. Are you repainting the whole bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing the ceiling too?
Yeah, we'll need to do that.
Probably the ceiling. Oh, something that I was thinking after, at some point, when we take out that tub surround,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's an option of being able to put that that door in without going in from your bedroom.
Oh.
Since half of that wall is already going to be exposed.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about that closet door from your bedroom to your bathroom.
Right. You're 100% right. Yeah.
But we'll have to see how that surround comes back, because there's that backer board behind it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that come off? Because this new tub surround is directly to the studs.
Mm-hmm.
So do you need some kind of concrete board or anything behind that?
Hmm.
It seems like you don't. It seems like it's pretty sealed and it just goes straight to the studs.
Here's the next question. If we need to move studs to put in that door, what is the surround going to connect to?
Is the surround going to be able to?
I don't know if that was my original plan or original reason why, but I mean, that was, I guess, one argument for moving the wall just a little bit out, putting some extra studs in that way.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That's probably going to be one of those, we've got to open it up and look at it. And
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, just brainstorming.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, there might be a workaround for that. Yeah, we might not have to do anything too complicated. Maybe just some extra bracing in there or something.
Yeah. And it could be that the studs, we put the studs on the tub side of it.
Mm-hmm.
It would make your whole shower a little bit, well, you've got that tub already in there, and you're not replacing the tub. So
Yeah.
that wouldn't work. Right.
I wonder if the tub surround can connect to the door frame.
I don't think it goes close enough to the door frame.
Oh, okay.
There's probably a little, like a 4 or 6 inch gap between the door frame and where the tub starts. I would assume. I have to look at it again. Anyway, why is that 215? Oh. You for sure want. Okay, sharing the screen. Here we go. Updated budget. In 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
So now we're looking at the middle budget here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the tub surround update with the new. So that's going to be the one with the cutout in the middle.
Yes.
Let's go most expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one you want. Let's put it in there. Shower hardware set. That's new. That's been updated. So that's got the new shower head with the wand and everything.
Yes.
That. Updating the tub surround or the shower head set does not really change anything else. So we don't really need to buy anything more.
Right.
Scrolling through here. Vanity lights. We had already planned for a couple of vanity lights. Now we have the ones that you want.
Mhm.
We did add a closet light, which is probably going to add wire to it.
I do have lots of wire.
You have lots of wire.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
So good, because I haven't accounted for it. Paint, I went ahead and added another gallon of paint of flat for any touch-ups or anything to the ceiling. And you're under $2,000.
Nice.
Cool. So that gets, that's the tub surround, a new shower head, like all the hardware in the tub is completely replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Drywalled up above it. Drywalled, textured. I've got that in there. I've got all your baseboards, your quarter round on the bottom, crown molding all the way around the top. Nails, because you're going to have to nail in all of that. You're going to have to caulk it in. The little flange for the toilet on the back of it.
Yeah.
Have you seen where they just snap on?
Yeah.
You know how to solder everything? I feel like we've talked about that and you have. So cool.
Yeah. I saw some of those on Amazon.
Yeah. I never used them, but it's a lot better than having to do plumbing.
So speaking of plumbing, I'm wondering, this is what I had to do for the other one, and I'm wondering if we'll need to get any more piping, and we will have to buy some of those couplings if we're going to use the ProPress like I did last time. I do have to pay for those,
Okay.
and I don't remember how much they are. Let's look that up.
Now, is that for what? It's for what?
For the plumbing. So it's, maybe we can pull that up. I can show you. Let me share my screen now.
Oh, you're not doing your countertop anymore, right?
Right.
You're keeping your current countertop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, let me see what you're talking about with the plumbing.
Okay.
Because the drain is all PVC, that should screw on.
Yeah, that'll be
You
fine.
already
We don't
have
have to worry
underneath
about that.
But you're talking about your handle, the on-off handle,
Yeah.
on-off cold hot handle.
So this is the ProPress.
This gets rid of you having to do any kind of soldering or solder. It's not soldering. Is it soldering?
Yep.
Soldering.
So this guy right here,
Mm-hmm.
you get a bunch of different sizes of couplings, for different size of the piping. But basically, you can see there's like a little groove in the inside that little thing right there. It just clamps on, and then it makes a cool sound and compresses it. Let's say ProPress coupling. These are the guys that it comes with. So you put the pipe in one end, the pipe in the other, of course, and then that groove right there is what goes inside the clamp, and then it compresses the whole thing, and there is a rubber seal inside where that groove is.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And they have all kinds of different sizes, like ones that elbows,
Oh, nice. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. different kinds like that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that have anything that cuts the pipe? Or do you have to have a separate?
No, I have to. I somebody let me borrow their pipe. Or do you have one?
I have I have one of those small ones that you like
Yeah.
screw in and circle around, screw in, circle around.
Yeah, that's what I used.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're looks like between $2 and $7 or $3 and $7 a pop for each coupling.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on the Home Depot website. They've got a 10-pack.
Okay.
And depending on what size, it's $20 to $30. What is it? $2 to $3? What are you using?
Yeah, on mine right. See this is regular 3/4 inch
Three.
coupling is $2.97. Most pipes are we'll be dealing with 3/4, right? Is that what most plumbing?
You got me. Plumbing is always something different.
Well, it'll probably say when we look at the.
I'm sure whatever behind that is standard. I would say 1/2 inch, but
Oh, so that's what I was wondering if what standard size
it
is.
should be standard. I don't know what standard is, but it should be.
Okay.
Okay, the top left, the rough included,
Mm-hmm.
that multi-choice universal valve.
Yeah.
That's amazing that that's included. That is where the struggle is real with replacing
Oh yeah.
these knobs.
Uh-huh.
Because that right there, since we're going to open up that wall, it's great to get back there. But all of this right here, that's where retrofitting is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
This is good because you've got, on the back end of that, you should have your hot coming in on like the left side and the cold pipe coming in on the right side. And then that top pipe goes up to your shower head.
Yep.
And that'll be easy to do on the back end since you already have one handle on your shower anyway right now, right? So it should have the same piping there. And since that is included on that one, that'll make it easy to take everything out from yours and put this in. So now it's going to be brand new.
Sweet. Yeah.
That's good.
I like that. This looks like exactly like the one that I used in the other one.
Yeah.
And it comes with that little that plastic part. It's a little guide.
Yeah.
So it can show you exactly how far it needs to be from. Because that guide is basically like, if you're like, since I was tiling, you basically tile around that guide.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. All right, so we've landed on what's our final number? 18.
No, it's been. Can we do this? What are we doing here? I'm trying to figure out how much it is to rent a Progress
Oh, well, I've got access to one.
for free.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. $0.
Yeah, the guys at work let me use it last time, so I just brought it home and I made sure I returned it in a timely fashion.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are. So the ProPress now has been added.
Okay.
So we should just need one pack of couplings, a 10-pack. Yeah. So that's been added.
Cool.
Rental, you've got that. I had the countertop on here. I took that off.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now it's still under 18.
Sweet. That went down a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it went down. Because I had
Nice.
that countertop. I replaced the countertop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Boss, man, that's a great number. I like that.
Cool. I'll print this off and you can take it to the wifey.
Yeah.
Look.
Hey.
Hey.
$102,000.
Now let's make it 3,000.
Yeah. Let's do everything in gold.
Yes. It sounds to me like you've got enough wiggle room in your budget for a TV.
Oh yeah.
Your wife likes bats,
Mm-hmm.
so this is a selling point for her. A TV. It's for her.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I open it up. Like, okay, so Brandon and I talked about this, and he made a good point. This is for you.
Yeah. Mhm. Perfect.
I tell you what, though, she's really going to enjoy taking a bath in this tub, with the surround remove that's there, because it's just so hard to clean.
Yeah.
You know, and for somebody that takes baths, you have your head like right there around the side of the tub, you know, and it's like, I mean, you clean the tub, but it's still just like, it just looks weird, you know, because I mean, you all saw it, you know, it's unnatural.
It can be sanitary clean, but it's still got that aged look to it.
Yes.
Yeah. I get it. Big difference.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So we have arrived at our budget, and I have to say I'm pretty excited about it. I hope all of you enjoyed the journey, and I'd like to encourage you all to try what we tried today, because, you know, I'm sure there's a project that's coming up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you got to have a starting point.
You do. You've got to have a starting point, and this is your starting point is in your head.
Mhm.
What you like. Let's try to do it under $3,000.
Yeah.
Like which is a good number for a bathroom remodel. Like
Mhm.
if you can get a bathroom remodel for $3,000, like kudos.
Yeah.
It's good. And then you can put it pen to paper or to Excel spreadsheet in some cases, and really detail it out with everything that you're going to put in there,
Yeah.
and picking out the exact faucets and light fixtures is a huge thing, because those fluctuate like crazy.
Yeah.
You can really spend a lot of money on those, unfortunately.
Yeah, I found that there's whole websites just dedicated to light fixtures.
Mhm.
So don't go there if you only have a couple of minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not something you want to, you know, deal with on your lunch break. That's a whole afternoon.
Yep. And make sure you add just a little bit of 10% contingency for any overages that you're going to run across. Tax is a big thing that people don't think of and
Yeah.
could kind of get carried away with. And tool rentals, any kind of labor, if you're going to need, like if there's one thing, like that ProPress, that plumbing, if you're just completely anti-plumbing, you do everything, put it in your budget to have a plumber come out there and, you know, do the piping for it. Just rough fit everything in, and
Yeah.
you can finish it up later. Put that in your budget if that's part of it. This, I mean, between the two of us, we've done all of this at least once. So
Oh yeah.
this shouldn't be a big problem for us to tackle. So there shouldn't be any labor. I'm interested to know what this would be if you hired it out completely.
Oh goodness, yeah. I'm interested now too.
Yeah.
The plumbing alone.
Yeah. If there are any handymen out there that do this, that see exactly what we've got and want to put a budget out there of what they think it would take to remodel this, I'd be interested to see.
It's probably not under $3,000.
I would say it's got to be double.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So there you go. You get plenty of room for a TV, man.
Now I'm picturing it's a great blooper from The Office where Steve Carell is showing everyone his plasma TV that he's got, and it's just a little bit bigger than a pizza box.
Yeah.
And he's like, he just pushes it against the wall. Oh man.
He was very excited about that TV.
Yes.
Swivels that pulled out from the wall.
Yeah.
Swivels. Yeah.
Sometimes I just stand here and watch it.
Poor Steve. Yeah. So this is your next project?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you have anything in between now and doing this?
Well, I've been having some fun messing with some milling. I cut a piece of a big log that I had left over from my neighbor's tree.
Mm-hmm.
So I cut it with a chainsaw, and then I cut it with a circular saw, and then I planed it, and I joined it, and then I cut that. I basically made a 2x4, and then I cut it into slats.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because that's going to be part of the top of the coffee table I'm making.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
yeah. So this is a funny thing. So my friend, his name is Todd. His last name is Millwood, right?
It's perfect.
I know. So we were talking about something, and we're talking about our weekends. And I said to him, "Well, I've been teaching myself how to mill wood." And then I was like, "Wait, that's hilarious."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because people use my name as a verb all the time, but I've never actually used his name as a verb.
Yeah. It's good to know that it can happen.
Yeah, the possibility's there.
It's there. Sweet.
What about you?
Still
working on the?
Still working on the backyard.
Yeah.
Very slowly. It's about to get warm enough to really start on the yard too.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wish that I had all this done by now, that I could focus on like landscaping and decorating the yard.
Yeah.
But it's part of it. It happens. So I think next weekend or two I'll be out there doing a lot of work to the backyard, to the little outdoor kitchen, and at some point pretty soon I plan on pressure washing the fence and sanding it.
Yeah. Nice.
That's about it. Still focusing on that backyard.
Labor of love.
Labor of love. It's gonna be good when it's finished.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, speaking of labors of love, we always enjoy making this project. This podcast is what it's called.
Project podcast?
There you go. Project.
Project.
It's a happy accident. But anyway, thanks again for joining us on Don't Knock Out That Wall. And I want to encourage you all to check us out on the social medias, and especially if you have any kind of question, you can hit us up at dontknockoutthatwall@gmail.com. We're on Instagram, and we have a Facebook page and Twitter as well. And then we're on all the podcasts.
All the podcasts.
Yeah.
YouTube, so you can watch us, listen to us, contact us any way there.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what's going on. Let us know what you guys want to hear or see.
Yeah, we like to hear from you.
Yeah.
So if you got anything on your mind.
Yeah. Please do. Cool.
Now, we say that. We want to hear anything on your mind, but just to let you know in advance, as we've told many people before, if you're considering some heavy demolition, we want to go, before you even ask, we just want to let you know that we try to be careful, and we want to give you the advice to please don't knock out that wall. Don't do it.
It's good advice. I feel like we budgeted real good.
Yeah.
Meow, 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 meow.